Hello freedivers! Today we'll talk about fins and about PRO Bifins 3 and Hyper Bifins, what's the difference, and we have quite a detailed long video about Hyper Bifins. Check it out, and today we'll talk more about PRO Bifins 3. We'll focus today specifically on differences between those fins. Generally, PRO Bifins 3 can be used for performance because of customization features, but as well for all-around diving, for teaching, for filming, taking pictures, having fun. Just this very efficient, comfortable, lightweight fin. It has quite a bit of customization as well. We can change the rubber, we can change the lining, and material, carbon, fiberglass, and stiffness. Very versatile fin. It's great for performance dives, for the world records, and it's great for everyday diving. It is very comfortable with a comfort lining inside, but it doesn't have the angle change like in Hyper fins. It is a big angle compared to the previous model. Before in CB2X we had 24 degrees angle, in this one is 28 degrees angle. And Pro Hyper model is designed mostly for competitions. It's their fin that is very effective. It is bigger, it's a bit heavier. It has more customization features. There is adjustable angle, also thickness of the rubber, stiffness of the rubber, and stiffness of the blade. So it's very customizable for performance, for the competitions. And it's a bit heavier, a bit bigger in size, something that is not a problem for athletes, but it's not so convenient for everyone to travel with a slightly heavier and larger fin. So the difference between Hyper Footpocket and PRO Bifins 3 Footpocket is in the size and the weight, and in customization features. Here it's less weight, like smaller size, and in Hyper Footpockets we create an angle inside of the footpocket and not with the blade. Here in the PRO Bifins 3 we create an angle with the blade. So here we have much bigger ability to change the angle in the footpocket. In Hyper Footpocket, because of this additional detail, transfer energy goes a bit further. So when you kick, this detail works like a spring, and that's where it gives it a little extra boost. In PRO Bifins 3 it's shorter, but because of this it's lighter and smaller. Another difference is possible frequency of the kick. With Hyper Footpocket, because it's larger, it's a bit harder to perform the same frequency as PRO Bifins 3. This one is lighter, so you can actually kick with more frequency, and for some athletes it might be beneficial to kick with higher frequency if that's the preference. With Hyper Footpocket, because it's heavier, it's a bit harder to kick with the same high frequency, but it's more power. Blade material wise, carbon is their material, which is the choice for all the athletes who want a little bit of extra performance, like few percents extra. Fiberglass, the one we use, is extra high pressure, it's very thin layers of fiber, and it's high performance as well. Like I did a lot of world records with my monofin, which was fiberglass. So I love our fiberglass fins and Hyper fins. So it's a matter of preference. You can use carbon for a bit extra snap. Carbon is stiffer, it gives it a little extra snap. Fiberglass has more colors, so it's colorful. Fiberglass gives excellent response, but compared to carbon, it's slightly less. It's this extra few percents, which most of freedivers might not even feel. So how to choose the best model for you? If you aim to compete and you want fins specifically for competition to do records, national record, personal record, world records, I recommend to try Hyper fins, and you might like them. It's choice for most of the athletes nowadays, even though we have athletes who still use our PRO Bifins 3.0 model, and even for the world records. For example, Arnaud would love PRO Bifins 3.0 a lot, and I don't know if it's more than Hypers, but it's equivalent. I was doing world records with the same model, PRO Bifins previous generation myself, and I play with different models. I try Hyper, I try PRO Bifins, but it's definitely worth a try. So I would highly recommend to try Hypers for the records. If you don't need records, you want to progress, do personal bests, but you want comfortable feet for everyday diving, for fun, for teaching, for performance as well, then PRO Bifins 3 would be the best answer, because it's a very versatile fin, it's all-around fin, one of the most comfortable fins on the market, and allows for quite a bit of customization as well. Stiffness of the footpocket can be stiffer if you need more performance, can be standard if you need more comfort, and it's just easier to carry it around and travel with it. In terms of technique and styles, when you use Hyper fins, it's more power, a bit less frequency. When you use PRO Bifins 3, it's slightly less power because of different Footpocket, and you can do a bit more frequency, and that's the style preference. Depending on your ankle flexibility, you can choose different angles in the Hyper Footpocket, like stiffer ankle, you can have bigger angle in the Footpocket. More flexible ankle allows to have less angle in both models of fins. If you have very flexible ankle, you can use PRO Bifins 3 with an angle of 28 degrees. You can use Hyper Fins with an angle of 25 degrees, even less than 30. With less angle, what do we achieve? We usually have a bit stronger front kick, and we need to try a bit harder or point our toes a bit harder to have a stronger back kick. If we don't have very flexible ankle, our back kick usually is weaker. Then depending on our height and our strength, we will choose between different stiffnesses. Like the standard stiffness I would recommend to go for is medium. Medium is easy choice. You always will have enough power with medium blade in both fiberglass and carbon, in Hyper Footpockets and PRO Bifins 3 model. If you really like to have a bit more frequency, less effort, less amplitude, then go for soft. No matter which model you choose, it takes time. It takes not just 1 or 2 or 3 sessions to get used to a new model. So allow yourself a couple of weeks. Maybe it takes, sometimes it's a month, like 10 trainings, 20 trainings, to get used to new angle, new stiffness, new Footpocket. But in freediving, we always develop our sensitivity, our ability to feel the fin better. And if you want to progress with your flutter kicking, with the bifins, doing exercises, developing ankle flexibility, pointing the toes, developing the balance, and being able to do this slightest movement and feel the kick even with the slightest movement is almost as important as choosing fins. So fins choice is important, but I wanted to highlight that development of technique is as important. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope I answered some questions. If you like this type of videos, educational videos about gear, but also technique, press likes so we know you love these videos and we'll do more of those. Write questions about what else you want us to talk about, training, about using the gear for training, choosing the gear, and reach out to our team, to customer service, if you have more questions about how to choose the fin specifically for your needs. And have a great training and enjoyable dives. See you later.